Hello and welcome. Today I'm not going to be reviewing a game. Today what I'm doing is I'm going to show you behind the scenes of my reviews, maybe even tell you a little bit about myself for those of you who don't really know, don't know me personally and want to know kind of what I'm like, I suppose. So with that said, welcome to where I film my reviews. As you can see, it's a fairly small area, but it does the job. Let's check out some equipment. Okay, let's first check out the audio equipment. The audio equipment is fairly simple stuff. I have a tie clip microphone, and the tie clip microphone runs all the way down into the mixer. The mixer then runs into the computer, and the audio is recorded along with the video using the webcam's software. And that's all I use for audio. Over the years I have used different mixers, I've used many different microphones, I've had many different setups, I've used different cameras. When I first started I was using nothing but a still shot camera with movie capability, and to be honest that worked well enough, I suppose, but I like having more control over the audio. That's sort of if I had an area of expertise, it would be in the audio side of things. Okay, so the first thing I do when I start a review is write the script, and that's what I'm doing here in Word document. This is the script for GMT's Maneuver, a very, very good game, one I've really enjoyed playing. But don't expect to review this anytime soon because I am always working on several different scripts at any one time. So what I would normally do is read this script and record the audio, and the microphone I'd use for that usually is a separate one. It was a really good microphone, but it recently broke, so I've been using the webcam's microphone, and that works well enough. So I'm not going to invest in another microphone because I think I've spent enough as it is. And so I record the audio, and then I have to edit it down because it generally takes me about 15 minutes to record it. And then it's only about 7 minutes of audio, and I've just got to edit all the mistakes that I've made when reading it because I make a lot of them. So writing the script actually takes a very long time. Recording the script doesn't. The next longest thing is animating the overview to the script. And that's done here. You can see this is the eminent domain animation. And it basically works as just a series of images scanned in or taken photos and edited so that they're transparent backgrounds and so forth. And I can then animate it. It's just a series of JPEG images. So if I were to say, okay, you take a survey card, I'd move my hand there, or let's say I take a warfare card, I'd move my hand there and pick it up, and that would be a separate image and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of images there, as you can see. Not all of them I even used. This takes a very, very, very long time. I can't even put a time on it. It depends on the review. And that's why I bought the high definition video camera, because I'm hoping to try and reduce how much I animate so that I can produce more videos. So then we go over to the editing software, which I've actually got on a separate computer that I don't like to plug into the internet. So I've got it set up, so I just flick over to the other computer and there we go. And I'm actually editing what you've been watching today. So this is all the edits here. You've got the audio tracks here and the video tracks here. And it's just a matter of moving the images about, adding in bits and pieces, adding in the text and so forth. So again, the editing takes quite some time. So I do the best I can to try and make sure that my reviews are streamlined and that they run smoothly, but during recording a lot of things can go wrong. Sometimes I can't figure out why the audio isn't working, and it's just that I've forgotten to turn the microphone on. Combat Commander Europe is sometimes the phone rings. Man, that's the second time the phone's rung. I'm just going to talk over it. Anyway, so that's annoying. It can take many different takes to get it right. Today in the war games, Combat Commander Europe is a two-player cut. Combat Commander Europe, and the rulebook is easy to reference to. And I have to deal with noisy neighbours on occasion. And because my reviews can be a bit weird, sometimes weird things happen, like getting your headphones caught in your necklace and hat. Shocking. A hobby I recently got into is archery, and I'm really enjoying doing that. I think it's important to have an outdoor activity that you're into, whether it be bushwalking or whatever, just something outdoors, because a lot of the hobbies I'm into at the moment are indoor activities. I like painting miniatures. At the moment, I'm working on Hannibal Rome versus Carthage miniatures, which were actually a gift from Alex Berry, also known as Board Game Blogger, and I'm just loving painting those at the moment. I'm really, really getting into it. What else do I like doing? I like watching DVDs. I watch a lot of TV shows like The IT Crowd, Black Books, The Mighty Boosh. What else? Seinfeld, obviously. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Frasier, a lot of sitcoms. I also like shows that involve a bit of mystery, like Monk, Psych, Veronica Mars, and Sherlock, the new Sherlock series I really enjoy. I obviously play guitar, but I don't actually own one. That isn't my guitar that I've been playing in this review. This show or episode, whatever it is. I do play drums. I'm not very good at them. I like to draw. I'm working on artwork for a game I've designed at the moment, and the artwork's coming along. The game is getting there. It's still needing a lot of work. I'm not the best at game design, but I do like doing that also. So yeah, other than board gaming, there's some of the things I enjoy doing. I actually got my start in board games through having an interest in tabletop miniature war games, mostly the Games Workshop line, so, Warhammer. But this was a long time ago, so Necromunda and games like that were pretty big at that point too. And so I got my start there, and then I met a lot of people. In fact, my best friend to this day was actually working behind the Games Workshop counter when I first met him. And so I met a lot of people, and they introduced me to role-playing games like D&D, and then from there we started playing games like Talisman, then Munchkin, Robo Rally, and Gloom and games like that. And then that, I really, really enjoyed them. I liked the fact that the rules were quite simple. You could just jump in, you could embrace that social aspect of the game. And then eventually I sold off nearly all the miniatures that I owned so that I could fund buying some board games, and some of that is still on my shelf behind me. So that's how I got my start, through tabletop miniature wargaming. Okay, I don't just have one gaming group. I have quite a few different people that I game with. I have two opponents that live locally that I play with fairly regularly, and I play war games with them mostly, although we all get together sometime to play multiplayer stuff. One of them is really into historical games, so obviously enjoys war games, and he introduced me to Hannibal Rome versus Carthage, Successors, Julius Caesar, and they're all games I own now, and he really likes Command and Colors Ancients, and he also enjoys other games like Magic Realm and Battlestar Galactica. The other person that lives locally that I play a lot of war games with obviously enjoys war games, and but he also enjoys a variety of other games: Agricola, Puerto Rico, Galaxy Trucker. I also game with a gaming, like at a gaming club. So there's a lot of people there. I don't always know the people I'm gaming with, but that's where my best friend and I game together, and we play a variety of games, everything from Mr. Jack to Letters from Whitechapel to Automobile to Opera to, oh man, just basically whatever you see there. So last time he was over here, in fact, my best friend came here just for a games night. We played Battleship Galaxies, Castle Ravenloft, Lego, Heroica. So, look, I game with a lot of different people, and I get a lot of different opponents, and I think that's good. I really think that's a blessing to be able to game with a lot of different people. I've actually been hesitant to tell people what I do for a living for many reasons, actually. But I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm Hannah Montana. Now, I'm a postal worker. I'm a postman, actually. So I deliver mail, and in this country, the majority of postmen deliver mail on little Honda motorcycles. And that's what I do. Okay, unfortunately, I'm going to have to wrap up the video at this point. I'm having huge problems editing it. Just my computer keeps crashing. It's too much for my computer to handle, unfortunately. I did have other questions that I wanted to get to, and I'll likely do a video on those in the future. Another questions and answer video, maybe in the near future. So if you've got questions, leave them below, and I'll likely get to them when I do that video. I just want to thank all the viewers who watch who watch the reviews, who watch the show. I can't tell you how much I appreciate people who leave kind comments, who thumb the videos, who like it. That's really appreciated because you know you don't understand. Sometimes you have a really bad day at work and you come home and someone's left a kind comment saying, "Hey, look, I really appreciate what you've done here. That was a nice video," or something, and that really lifts my spirits. So thank you all for watching. Big shout out to the Dice Tower Network. I'm really proud to be associated with that network, and definitely go over to dicetower.com, check out the other podcasts and video podcasts in the network there, because they're really good, or I think they are. I hope this video helps you understand more about me. That's the goal. I'm hoping that you understand maybe why I come to certain conclusions, or just a little bit more about me. I think it's important to understand the person who's doing the reviews, because therefore you will understand the reviews more. As always, feel free to share these videos around, all of my videos. The only place I ask you to let me link them is Board Game Geek, that way I can keep tabs on them. But if you're a store and you want to link my reviews so that, you know, to help promote an item, go ahead. You don't have to ask, just do it. I create these videos so people watch them and so that they learn more about games. So go ahead and do that. I don't mind at all. Other than that, check out the website, castellireviews.com. I will be updating it fairly regularly in 2012. That was sort of one of my New Year's resolutions. So other than that, thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon.